So as you can see, we'll be looking at how we can generate or use an item number as a barcode in QuickBooks point of sales. Now, why this is very relevant and why are we still talking about barcode? What a barcode does is that a barcode then help to quickly then assign a unique identification number to each item, so that it also help to avoid what duplicates of item in the system. It avoid duplicate of item in the system. Another is that what a barcode also does is that it speed the sales of inventory. For instance, if you are making sales, instead of you typing, you can quickly just scan the item and the system will automatically call the item for you. Why is it relevant that we must use an item number as a barcode in QuickBooks point of sales? Not only QuickBooks point of sales, even when you deploy a PHP point of sales to whoever or your client or whoever you are deploying it for, you can equally use the item number, or you can equally generate a barcode automatically from the system and assign it to the product. Now, a typical example is that you can have a product in the system called sugar or maybe olunka, because we are in Ghana. So let's say a sugar olunka rubber, olunka or margarine rubber. Now, a sugar being a margarine rubber doesn't have a barcode. So how can you assign a barcode to such products? How? Or probably you deploy a system for a grocery store and this store sells, let's say, you can also have a shito, Ghanaian shito or shito, which any shito that is made it's a Ghanaian shito, does not have a barcode, and you need to assign a barcode to it. Now, how can we do this so that at least that barcode is going to be a unique barcode that when you scan is going to call the shito or call whatever item you've assigned that barcode to? And that is the main reason why we'll be looking at that. Even though if the items then have a barcode and you don't want to be scanning their barcode, because if you scan their barcode and you go out and purchase the same item, or maybe the same item again for maybe 3 or 4 months again, the barcode changes. That means you need to change the barcode in the system also. You can equally then use the item number that QuickBooks has automatically assigned to the product, use that for a barcode for all the items that are in the system, more or less differently in the system, so that you don't need to be changing the barcode or updating the barcode. So now, how do we do this? So without wasting my time, I'd like to switch to my QuickBooks point of sales and demonstrate how that is being done, or how to do that. As you can see, this is my QuickBooks point of sales screen, as you can see on your screen. And I'm going to go ahead and then log in. I'm going to go ahead and then log in. So I'm logging in. Okay, so as you can see, as I just log into my QuickBooks point of sales, as you can see now let's assume that you want to print the barcode of a product, or you want to use the product number and as a barcode. Now, to do this, there are two ways. You can choose to click on where we have item list here, or you come to this side where we have item list. You can use any of this and you are good to go. So let me just go ahead and click on where we have item list here. And as I have item list here, now what I'll do again is that, so therefore as I have my item list here, as I've clicked on my item list, you can see that I am here already. So you can see that we have some couple of items where I have Coca-Cola. Now this Coca-Cola, for instance, I don't have any barcode assigned to it. So how will I then assign a barcode to that? Now for me to use this item number as what this is for as a barcode, I must print something we call a price tag, as I said earlier on. So the price tag then helped me to get a code number that I can just print all those code numbers and assign to this Coca-Cola that I would like to assign a barcode to randomly. As I just said, that not all items that have a barcode, for instance, you can equally be selling something we call, let's say, sugar cane in your grocery store, or probably selling cassava dough, corn dough, whatever the doughs is, you can decide to sell them. And the funny thing is that all these items doesn't have a barcode, so you can equally depend on the item number to just print that barcode. So for instance, for you to use the item number as a barcode, you have to select the item first. So as you can see here, I just select my item. So after selecting my item known as the Coca-Cola 500 ml, I'll just go ahead and click on what we have. I want to, this side, I want to click on the arrow beside I want to, and then go ahead and then click on where we have print tag. Click on it, and when you click on print tag, you see that the print dialog box will display on the screen. So as the print dialog box then display on the screen, what you must do is that you can choose to click and select the printer that you want to print. But let me throw light on something. Now you can choose to select the number of tag you want to print and select, let's say, 1 and print only 1. Or better still, what you can do again is that you can also choose to then select what we have on hand quantity. When you watch the Coke, for instance, the quantity I have in the system is 86, so I can equally click on what we have on hand quantity, and then the system will automatically print the barcode up to the number of quantity I have in the system. So for instance, as I have this now, I'll go ahead and click on what we have preview. Now when I click on preview, a dialog box will display for me to continue as to how I want the tag to be printed. So I'll continue, and as you can see, so you can see here, it has then generated the barcode from 1 using the item number, and I can equally scan this for my item. So far as my Coca-Cola is concerned. Okay, so you can equally do that. Another is that you can also decide, let me close this and show you something. Another is that you can equally also then select, how do you call it, multiple item, okay, like this, and then print, okay, the barcode. But first I'd like to focus on only Coca-Cola, so that let us demonstrate how the Coca-Cola, okay, barcode can be scanned and printed. Without wasting my time, let me do some of my connections by I'm going to use my phone as a barcode to scan the barcode of my item number, so far as the tag is concerned. I'll be with you guys shortly. So this is my phone here. Okay, so as you can see my phone, I'll place it at one side here. So I'll switch to my scanner, and this is it here. So now remember that we are back now. You remember that what happened was that I saved my QR code. So let me go ahead and then launch my QuickBooks point of sales. So let me just do that. So this is my QuickBooks point of sales. So I'll go ahead and minimize that and close it a little bit here and place that just somewhere here. Nice. Now the next thing I'm going to do is that I'm just going to go ahead and then pick the barcode number that I have assigned to the Coca-Cola. So what I'll do is that I'll go to my folder, which is this PC. So on my this PC, I'll go to my desktop. So I save that as code. So this is it here. I'll double click on it to be open, and then we'll just scan it. So this is it. You can see that it is opening. So this is it here. You can see that it has opened. So let's wait for it a while for it to open. You can see that it has opened now. This is it here. So it has opened nicely. So let me just zoom it a little bit. So I have then go ahead and then zoom it big. Okay, so as you can all see, so this is the barcode. Okay, so now I'll go ahead and also resize this a little bit here. Okay, and position it somewhere here. Minimize this and close this. Done. So this is my QuickBooks point of sales. So this is my my barcode scanner. So I'll minimize this one a little bit smaller so that I want you guys to see everything. Okay, so this is it here. Let me reduce it a little bit so that you guys can see. Okay, so this is it. So this is my barcode, and my focus is I want to focus on the barcode. I want to scan only the barcode for you guys to see. So I'll bring this here. So now as this is here, so we are good to go. Now what I like to do is that I like to edit this Coca-Cola. So I like to use this or the tag that I printed as a barcode for this product. So to do that, what I'll do is that I'll go ahead and select this product and click on edit. So when I click on edit, for instance, this is my product here. So I'll come to where we have the UPC. Click there, UPC, and then I'll send my scanner onto the screen to scan that. Okay, so you can see there it has automatically generates the code for this product, which is the Coca-Cola. This is the code it has automatically generate. So I'll go ahead and click on save. Okay, so now let me broaden the window of my QuickBooks point of sale. So I'll broaden it, and so now this is the item. When I go to where we have, let's say, put the cursor here, which is this side, to search my inventory, and then I then scan the product. Let me show you. As you can see here, so let me minimize this and open this a little bit here. Let me widen this a little bit and probably just put this somewhere here. Okay, somewhere here, or somewhere just here, or somewhere here. Here is okay. And let's assume that I'd like to scan this product. Then I bring, let's say, my mouse pointer, just a moment, bring this here a little bit here. Okay, so I'll bring my phone closer to the barcode. So let me click here and then scan. Okay, so it has finished scanning. Let's see whether it will fetch only the it will fetch only the Coca-Cola. You can see that it has fetched only the Coca-Cola. Do you see that? Basically that is. So that is how you can use a random barcode and assign that to all the product at any time. Not that you have to go and buy Coca-Cola and update, how do you call it, Coca-Cola again. Another is that you can equally go to home. I want to go to make sales, for instance, and then you put the cursor here. You can equally just go ahead and then scan the products. So you can see that it has called the Coca-Cola, and I'll go ahead and click on cash, and click on save, and click on save and print, and then I'll click on print preview, because I'm using, how do you call it, my PDF, and then you see everything nicely. So that is how you can equally use, how do you call it, item number and as a barcode. So this is just a brief one. Now the question here is, what about if you want to print a barcode of multiple items? Okay, what about if you want to print a barcode of multiple items? To do that, you also just go ahead and go to item list. When you go to item list, you hold on to control, and then you select the product that you want to. You click on the select by clicking on the product. If you don't want this one, you deselect it. You select the product that you want to use, or you want to assign a barcode to, like the product that I've selected multiple. Then you go to where we have I want to. Then you go ahead and click on print tag. then it will print for you. You click on, if you want to print depending on the quantity you have, then you can just click on what, on hand quantity. Click on that and click on print preview, and it will print the tag. Click on continue to print the tag, okay, pertaining to the number of quantity that you have. Even if you don't know, you can see that it has assigned their names also to it. So I knew that this item, this is its barcode number, and as you see that we have page 1 of 15. This print almost was 15 pages. You print it, you cut it, and you stitch it to the product one after the other. So basically that is just that, and this brings us to the end of today's lesson.